Ate, can you help me with our new lesson in mathematics?
Of course! What is the topic of your new lesson?
It's all about relations po, ate.
Ah, basic concept of mathematics.
Yes, ate, that's right.
Do you know that the relation is a subset of Cartesian product? In other words, the relation between the two sets is defined as a collection of ordered pair in which the ordered pair is formed by the object from each set. There are other ways to write a relation apart from set notation, such as in table, in graphing, or mapping diagram.
Yes, ate. Our teacher already taught that to us.
Okay, how about the types of relation?
Yes, ate. The types of relations are empty relation, identity relation, universal relation, transitive relation, inverse relation, reflexive relation, symmetric relation, and equivalence relation. Those are the types of relation.
Now, I'm going to teach you how to determine if a relation is a function. We can check if a relation is a function either graphically or by following the steps. Examine the x or the input values. Examine also the y or the output values. If all the input values are different, then the relation is a function. And if the values are repeated, then the relation is not a function. But remember, if there is a repetition of the first member with an associated repetition of second members, the relation becomes a function.
Oh, thank you, ate, for your help.
Hi, Kuya Tyron! I have a favor.
Yes, sure, Bunso. What is it all about?
Can you help me about our lesson in math?
Sure, I will help you, Bunso.
Kuya, can you explain me about set or just explain me what you have learned?
Bunso, a set is a well-defined collection of objects, and each object in a set is called the element of the set. The element of the set can be anything, and you can arrange it in any order. And of course, the element would give the set its respective property. For example, if I talk about the set of all positive even numbers below 10, my set would consist the elements 2, 4, 6, 8. Similarly, if I talk about the set, let's suppose, the great mathematician of the past, such a set would consist of elements Carl, Gauss, Isaac Newton, Einstein, Blaise Pascal, Euclid, Fermi de Fermat, etc.
Now I know that a set is well-defined collection of objects. Each object in the set is called elements. Can be anything such as a number, name, and etc. By the way, Kuya Tyron, thank you for sharing your knowledge about sets. It's really helped me to understand what is set.
You're always welcome, Bunso.
Kaz, can you help me in my math assignment?
Is that all about Kaz? May I see?
Here.
A function. So, a function is defined as a relation between a set of inputs having one output each. In simple words, a function is a relationship between inputs where each input is related to exactly one output. Every function has a domain and condomain or range. An example of a simple function, Kaz, is f of x equals x squared. In this function, the function f of x takes the value of x and then squares it. For instance, if x equals 3, the f of 3 is 9 or equal to 9. A few more examples of function are f of x equals to x squared plus 3, f of x equals 1 over x, f of x equals to 2x plus 3, and etc. So, the types of functions can be broadly classified into 4 types based on elements. So, one-to-one function, many-to-one function, onto-one function, into-one function. Next is the binary function. So guys, the binary function is also called bivariate function or function of two variables is a function that takes two inputs. So a binary function can be understood as a function of f of x and y that applies to two elements of the same set S such that result will also be an element of the set S. Examples of binary function are the addition of integers, multiplication of whole numbers, and etc. Did you understand right now, Kaz?
Wow! Thank you so much, Kaz. I understand right now.
Ate Yasay, what are the 4 types of logic?
The 4 types of elementary logic statements are connectives, quantifiers, variables, and negation.
Ate, what is logic in mathematics in modern world?
Good question, Patricia. Elementary logic provides the basic rules for constructing sound and compelling arguments. Logic is an analytic skill that requires mastery of abstract argument structures. It allows us to test whether propositions or arguments are valid or invalid, and on a higher level, if arguments are valid or fallacious. The study of logic is the study of the principles and methods used in distinguishing valid arguments from those that are not valid.
Ate, what is the importance of elementary logic?
Another good question, Jasil. It aims to provide a crystal clear explanation to distinguish whether the arguments are valid or invalid. Some of the disagreement around arguments in real life is unavoidable as it stems from genuine uncertainty about the world. But some of the disagreement is avoidable as we can avoid it by using logic. So that is its importance.